Hi guys, let's react to this video when the oil catches fire. Credits to what God. Let's see this video. Let's see this video. I will see what's happening in this video. Let's see again.
How do you know when the wok's about to catch fire? Someone's asked me, how do you know when the wok's about to catch fire?
People ask me how I do when my oil catches fire. Edited video, do it? Edited video. Yes, just burn the kitchen. Start to burn the kitchen. On purpose.
Let's say you've got the wok on. And you've got half a scoop.
Yeah. Like I suppose him are doing, the thermal pulse of the oil. Yeah, this guy want to die. Really. Never do this. Why? Here, if you notice 1 and 2 scoop of the oil, you can ask me why. No answer? Because him try to make the same quantity of the oil at the same quantity of the burning oil, hot oil, or the cold oil, like the hot water and cold water, understand? So what is happening? Just see. Just see.
Of oil in there. How do you know when it'll catch fire?
Exactly. The same scoop. Human do.
Is when the smoke that comes out of the oil turns white color.
It's real. When the oil have too many smoke or his smoke is white, he is about to burning. So stay alert about that. About that.
So wait for it.
You can ask me why him don't have the lid. The lid you use this here and him have a wok. Woks don't have lids. Woks don't have lids.
You've got a bit of time.
Why? The oil is hard to burn because the oil is very resistant to fire. The oil is more resistant to the fire than other flammable fuels like gasoline, gas, and the others.
See that? Once it's gone white, it's gone fire. How would you put that out?
How do you put that out? How you don't put that out? How you don't put that out? That's my ask to you.
You wouldn't use water.
Not use water. So how you can put out the oil fire without water? Impossible.
First, you turn off the fire.
Turn off the gas. Now. Exactly, I think he will do this because he's dead. I know about this. Him turn off the oven because him can die if he turn. Yeah, exactly. Exactly like I suppose. If the oven are on, him is dead. Obviously, I know about this. People don't notice about that, but I know. The thermal pulse can fail, so him can die. Understand.
First, you turn off the fire.
Turn off the gas, obviously, because with the gas are on, you die. Understand?
Right? That's pretty hot.
So the oil are angry in this stage because the oil burning cannot be nothing happens, but are very angry because the fire over him. People must know about this. When the oil are normal temperature, his sensibility is 10%. After the boiling oil is less than 0 and reaches to less to 10%, negative to 10%. This make the oil stays very angry about the reactions of too many things if you throw in, not only water, too many other things. So because this, the real case of the oil aggressivity against the things if you throw in, the oil stays very angry. It's normal because the oil have in this state the oil are very angry in this state. So when the oil the fire, depending the so many higher temperatures, the oil can explode because are too extreme sensitive more. The liquids are is the one of the more sensitive things on this world. Makes too many things surreal. So too many times you can see the oil explodes paranormal explosions on the oil because liquids have paranormal explosions sometimes. Liquids are more sensitive than a balloon. Yes, liquids are 20 times more sensitive than a balloon when they're on fire, depending on the heat. So let's see.
You'd add more oil.
Exactly what I think him and do. Exactly. Him do the same scoop of the oil, the same quantity of the oil. I don't know about this. No. It's not on the cold temperature. It's not on this. This guy is trying to trick in the oil. What is this? When the oil are on the fire, the oil are extremely aggressive. Soyas and the other oils sometimes can, depending of the oil, have two many different levels of the aggressivity. In the case that this guy, his oil is not too aggressive except about the fire if grow up. But not only with the water, too many things can make the oil explode. Not only the water. Wrong again. Try again. So what happens here? This guy is trying to use the same quantity of the oil using the cold oil like to the same quantity of the hot oil, making the oil stays confused about his temperature and reactions, pausing his reactions and temperature. Yeah, this is the main objective of this guy. Like, remember, when you add the same quantity of the cold water and the hot water, the same thing happens. The water stays paused for a time. Hair don't know about his temperature, but if you throw one drop or more of the cold water or the hot water, see what happens. Yeah, him him definitely don't put out the oils in oil. Just notice about that. The fire are on the oil.
You'd add more
The fire are here. No matter if he added the oil.
oil.
The fire are here. After him added the oil, people. You don't see that? You don't notice about that? Yeah. Yeah. After him added more oil, the fire are here. So the fire is not put it out. So what this guy do? The oil stay confused about his temperature now. He looks the same thing, but it's not the same thing. So him paused his reactions. Him paused his reactions like I said before. Now the oil reactions are stopped and paused. So because this don't explode with the wind like before, the objective that this guy is not using only cold oil to fight against hot oil. It's wrong. The main objective of this guy is trick the oil, not only the temperature, but trick him himself about his aggressivity. Let's suppose if you use soya oils. Soya in normal temperature is not aggressive, but in the fire, the soya air is very aggressive, understand? So what this guy am trying to do? Suppose this is the soya oil if this guy are using. The soya oil at normal temperature is not aggressive, but in the fire is very aggressive. So when him just added the same quantity of the oil, aggressive, like the same quantity of the oil, not aggressive, he make the oil confused about himself. Yeah. So the oil don't know about nothing. He don't know about his temperatures if he are cold or hot. He don't know about his aggressivity are aggressive or not. Yeah. This guy is trying to trick the oil. So the oil just spells his reactions because he's confused. Yeah, the oil can be happens this with the oil. Yeah, this can happen. This guy, this doesn't know about this. That. So why the oil don't put out the fire? The oil in reality don't put out the fires of the oils. It's a lie. What this guy just is doing, like I said, the thermal pause of oil.
Pretty hot.
The main objective of this guy is not using oil to put out oil. It's make the oil trick, is make thermal pause on the oil and trick the oil about his temperature and aggressivity. So making this, the oil looks the same thing, but it's not the same thing.
You'd add more oil?
When did him add more oil at the same time? It's the same quantity of the same oil. If you notice this, the same quantity, you can back and see.
And you've got
Exactly the same quantity of the oil. Him tried to trick the oil, like I said before, about his temperature and aggressivity. The hot oil are aggressive now on the fire. So him try to put the same quantity of the oil but not aggressive. It's to make the oil stay confused about his aggressivity and temperature. Yeah, the main objective of this guy can cause that is the fire on because I'll explain. Why this guy just turn off the oven? I'll explain. Calm down. This is very dangerous to do. This guy is teaching how, to the people how to die more easily because it's impossible to put oil with oil. I can say about that. Why? The same scoop of the oil, if you notice, the same quantity, the same, the normal.
half a scoop of oil in there.
So the oil are catch fire are here, aggressive oil. The oil, hot oil, aggressive here. So now,
Right? That's pretty hot. You'd add more oil?
added more oil. That's added more oil is the cold oil. The same quantity of cold oil. Because like I said before, if this guy miss one drop more, boom, death. So depending of the oil reactions in aggressivity, this guy, if fails, can or burn their house, or burn himself, or burn and die. Three things can happen here. In that case, how him in a professional using the oil, this hardly happens. But I don't recommend you people try to do this in your houses. Can die do this if you do wrong. If too many oil. So never do this if you don't know. Never in reality you never must do this. Just change the oil. Just this. Not use the same oil. Change the oil. Just this. So this guy can die do this. Yeah, this can I explain. Why the wind does make the oil Saúde? Why the winds just don't make the oil grow up? The oil reactions are paused because like I said before, temperatures and aggressivity of the oil are paused. Yeah, because this guy do this tricking the oil. So like how do him trick the oil? Now the oil is paused his reactions because this him don't explode. But have one thing worse here. Because if you see the oven are off, yeah, too many people don't notice this. Why him don't? If this works too much, why him just turn off the stove? You don't notice that? Just imagine him try to do more oil when the fire are on. Just imagining what is happens. The happens if the oil is not same temperature. What you mean? Let's suppose the oil are hot, are more than many hot. So the guy added more oil on the fire with the stove are on. The cold oil will stay hot easily because the stove are on. It will make the oil stay angry. Yeah, because this guy just make his stove off on purpose. He's tricking not only the oil, you guys too. So what's the problem here? Mixing is not doing practically nothing here. So forget the people will say mixing the answer. It's a lie. Mix is not the answer.
Alright, that's pretty hot. You'd add more oil?
He's mixing, but if you see mixing, the fire are on with mixing. See? Mixing and the are burning. So mixing is not the answer. Mix is not the answer. Humans.
And blow it out. How you put out oil fires is with oil, not water.
Depends of the oil him this guy have. I don't understand. Have two other oils. If don't have too many aggressive. Like I studied before, the soya oils are aggressive. Sunflowers and other types of oil. The cocos oil is hardly happens. Hardly happens. It's not too aggressive. The cocoa is like the others I mentioned. Yeah, I know too many things about the oils. Too many oils. All the oils. I'm studying about them. Why the motive you don't recommend this? Never do this. If you change the oil, they never do the same oil. I understand, but the oil are burning now. You can use this anymore because have flammable steams now. Him, understand?
And blow it out.
This steam can explode. The main reason the oil explodes, I explained, the oil in their reality, it's atomic fat bomb. So one error if you do it is in this. Yeah, you don't know about that. The oil stays in an atomic fat bomb when there are the fire at two main temperature depending on the oil. So if you do one thing wrong, explosion in your house. It's not like the other fools, but fools sometimes explode too because this stays like a in terms of like a bomb and explodes too. But the oil, it's a fat bomb. The one oil drop, it's 20 times more than water drop. The water is trying to fight against atomic fat bomb, not only oil. For people who don't know about oil, humans, you are just watching this, so the water is not the main fault. You humans are. The water is fighting against atomic fat bomb. Repeating for the humans, the water are fighting against atomic fat bomb, not only oil. The oil is not the same like the other fuels. The oil and fuels are different. When they are on the fire, the fat stays very angry at the fire. You can see the oil fights against himself. The oil hates himself. You know that? Because this one boil when him are boiling, him throw more bubbles boiling you. The oil hates himself on the fire. The oil hates to divide too many space with too many things on the frying pan. Him like I say now, the oil just acting like a lion defending his territory. Throw one thing wrong and try to make the lion angry, and the lion will attack like to explode on the oil. The water fighting against an atomic fat bomb, the humans. The water was the fire. The water is not worse the fire. The humans are worse the fire. Like I said before, the water is fighting against the atomic fat bomb. It's hard to the water fight against the oil because the oil have 20 times more than water because the fats is having him. The water don't have fats, remember? The water don't explode like the water, the oil. The oil have too many combustion, remember? For people don't know about oil. So the water and the oil is not the main fault. The humans are the main fault. Yeah, the humans.
Fires is with oil, not water.
How to put out oil fires is oil, not water. But you not put out the oil fires with oil because you just added more oil and the fire are on.
Hot. You'd add more oil?
You just say how to put out oil fires is oil, not water. But why? So why the fire on here? The fire on after you added more oil. You do practically nothing, like I said before. Just pass the oil reactors, don't put him out. The wind put him out, not the oil here. The wind cut the combustion of the oil, but too many times, yeah, you see this fire, yeah, this explosion, but because the oil passed his reaction. This is combustion and explosion of the oil, but in this oil is not too higher temperature. I think the oil have too many oil here or too more higher temperature. I want to see this guy try to do this because the oil explode like a bomb. Impossible to do this. Have too many oil, you can die. Don't add more oil on the fry pan. If you do this, you can die. Firemen never do this. It's dangerous. You can die because this only happens, firemen, if they do the same quantity of the oil and can fail. Just imagining the firemen using ropes using oil, cold oil, against too many higher temperatures, against oil fires, will make the firemen make a stronger combustion, explosion, atomic fat bomb, will destroy too many houses, the firemen's trucks, the firemen's clothes, and kill the firemen and the truck, the frying pans, the peoples, just for adding oil in the hose. Never add oil on the hose, firemen. You can destroy not only the house, but yourselves, your trucks, and too many others. The oil evaporates too more. When the oil evaporates and burn, him explode like an atomic fat bomb. Just imagine the firemen do this thing 20 times or more or 1,000 times worse than water. The firemen will do this using oil. Never use oil. You can die, fireman. Don't follow this guy. This guy is not specialist about oil. I can confirm you can die do this.
And blow it out.
This guy are just trying to pause in the oil. Not only his temperature, but his reactions against his own aggressivity. Let's suppose the oil are angry, hot. Now you just calm oil at cold temperature. That will make the oil stays confused about himself. Yeah, he don't know about himself feelings. Understand? Now just imagine you just hot against cold at the same quantity. The oil you think, what? I'm hot or cold? I'm angry or I am calm. Yeah, that's the idea of this guy. That's it, this guy that's planning since the beginning. What this happens if the firemen do this inside your house? The firemen die. If the firemen use hose, die. In seconds, the firemen die. Depends the oil, depend the reactions, depending of the too many oil, and depends the higher temperature of the oil. Too many too many hot, I think the firemen can die more easily. Not only the firemen die if you use oil in the hoses, your house die, the fire pan die. Too many houses burn with this. Yeah, the firemen will not put out the fire using oil against oil fire. This is that. Not only to the firemen's truck, to the other houses will burn too. The ground will burn. Yeah, not so. For people if don't study about oil, the answer or not is not the answer here. The answer or not don't make any sense though. Make thought of the oil for fighting an atomic fat bomb. It's about impossible to put out oil without water, like I'm seeking, like I'm studying too much. Impossible. The water make exactly it remove this exactly two. The oil have 6 things if you must to remove him. The oil temperature, fire, frying pan temperature, oil combustion, fats combustion, and oxygen. The water makes the 16 removed at the same time. I know hair can explode sometimes, but hair do the things that I say you must remove to the oil. So why I'm just burning water? Never will burn the water. I never. I can. I can. I can't. Sorry, I can't. The water never will be burned on the oil fire. It's about impossible. Burn the water here. Impossible. Must use the water, but not inside your house. I see other comments about other Asians saying they ever throw water cups on the oil fires and nothing happens. Just put out easily. I think you guys depend of the oils these guys are using can react more than others. Linolenic acid can make so many aggressive reactions. Soya make this. The water is not acting like a fool. This only the reaction about his linolenic acid for people who don't study about oil. Like I said before, humans. Sorry about the water. So like I said before, humans, the water are fighting against atomic fat bomb. And you humans are just watching this. Just watching this. The water is not the main fault. The humans are. Understand? Humans are the main fault of the fire because I don't know why the humans forget the oil in the fire inside their house and just leave the house. I ever wanted to know about this. I ever know. So not the oil, not the frying pan, not the water are the main fault. The humans ever the main fault here. 1000% of the fault of the humans and end of the that. Never do this. You can die do this. Why? I know. You can think nothing happens here, but in reality, will happens after that, not in the same or. Let's suppose this guy just make one drop more here. What will happens? His plan fails, and he can die because the oil will not be confused, not tricked. So what happens now? If the oil is not tricked anymore, if the oil temperature is one drop more than before, what will happen? This guy die. Just that. Because the oil have don't put out the fire. The oil creates more fire because have too many. This guy make this. When the GG more oil, you exactly GG more full. No matter if you are cold or not, are full. Not matter, are full, are full. So never GG more oil. And like like you all must know, the oil steams burn. Remember? Like I said before, you just more full a, a, to one atomic fat bomb. You just make an atomic fat bomb of oil grown up using more oil. You just make the house explode more. Just more oil. So never more oil. But looks like sucker do this. Depending of the oil, depending of the temperature, you can die do this. You cannot do this. Other thing, your house have too many oxygen. So not the water have oxygen. Remember, your house have confined spaces with too many oxygen humans. Your house, the oil are aiming at your houses. Never noticed about that, don't it? Why the oil just burned my house at first place, not the water? Yes, because your house have too many oxygen on here. So the oil will go at your house first, not you. The oil main target since the beginning is never was you, human. Was your house. Because your house are in the confined space, you have too many oxygen. And if you I'll try to show a video like I need to get a frying pan first. I don't have frying pan to do this. Yeah, I cannot burn the oil purpose too. But so I don't have frying pan. Don't ask me. I don't have. I just studied about the oil for now. I don't have a frying pan for now. How am I do put out the oil? Why the oil catches fire? The oil is catching fire about his temperature is very higher. If you try to lower his temperature, you can do this with the other too. You can use the water without straw water to put out the oil. You know about that? One video I will try to show you how to put. Yeah, you can use water without him explode. Yeah, without throw the water. You don't need. In the reality, you don't need to throw the water to put out the fire here. You don't need to throw the water here. You just make the water to remove the temperature of the oil. Don't need to use the water to throw in the oil. You know about that? No. I think the humans never. So why the oil is very dangerous? The oil in the reality is not will be put out inside your house. It's not all the fires if you try to put out inside your house. Out of your house, you can use too many things at a distance because the oil is a bomb, like I said before. After your house, outside your house, you can throw cement, you can throw water, no, water first. You can throw water, ice, earth, sand, cement, salt, baking soda, too many sand, wet sand, mud, and the hole. Throw the oil in the hole, make a higher hole on the earth, dig a higher hole, throw the oil here. Not throw the frying pan, not throw the pan, throw the oil on the hole, not the frying pan, not the. Yeah, this can work. Can work, but don't put your head on the hole, please. The oil, the hole on the earth or sand, you can jig the sand too. This can work. Will act like defense against the oil. No matter if the oil grow up, him Harry under the earth or sand now. So your house is not here anymore to burn, and you not in here too. Making a hole is it's the one of the safe ways to put out the oil using water and the other things. Because the water is not mean for fault here. I understand. Throw a cup sometimes it's exposed, but it's not your or. If you just see your oil burning, you can throw the oil in the lakes. You can throw the oil in the lakes too. Have an idea better if you have a swimming pool. don't throw the frying pan. Throw the oil at the swimming pool. So after the oil, put it out, pick the oil and throw him out. Yeah, you can do this. Different the gasoline, the oil are a frying pan. The oil are a pan. The oil are a shape. You can accept the if the pan have too much oil, it's hard to you throw him on the the swimming pool. Except in this case, the pan if the pan have too many liters of oil, you must make I said before, just dig a hole on the arch, a higher hole, throw the oil on fire here. Let's make the things. No matter if the oil ground up, the earth you cover him. So after that, throw the earth and sand it inside your oil. Oh, how I can explain? I don't know the frying pan to show. I don't have the frying pan to show you all. I don't have the frying pan, sadly. So, sorry. If I have a frying pan, I can show you how to do. I don't have frying pan, sadly, guys, people. Sorry, I don't have frying pan for now. But I know. I don't gonna lie. Sometimes hardly explodes with the water. But explodes of the water is not the same thing. Explodes with the combustion of the oil. It's not the same thing. The water can explode, but you can stay alive 2 more times than the oil. Because this I don't say for you for all. Never do with the oil. Why? It's not a war. It's not a war if the oil explodes the water. And what God, please, never do this. Please, guy, you can die do this. I know about the oil. Sadly, obviously, you cannot do this. If you just make one error, you can die, bro. Please don't do this. Please, never do this anymore. I don't know. Depending of the oil, if you have, if the oil are too many aggressive like soya or others, like I said before, the explosion can be only combustion on your face. You can die, bro. So never do this, please. If the oil catch fire, do like I said before. It's about impossible. The oil needs to nature things like air, water, ice too, but out of your house. And at a distance of the 1 to 40 meters, that's the maximum more, the oil will explode with too many things. But the difference are coolers like water, ice, sand, and having one time it's about impossible the oil explodes. You go. I understand. Sorry, I understand. It's forget that it's go. Having sadly having one time impossible to have use ice and water, only water or ice. It was impossible to not use against the oil. If the firemen use the oil, the host they can die. So Sato they never use it. The oil evaporates easily against oil fires and burn the house. The firemen burn the trucks, burns too many houses, burn the firemen at the same time. So if the firemen try to do this, Sato firemen never do this. The firemen can do the things 10, 20 times more higher than before, more dangerous. So never firemen use oil hoses. Never. No matter if the oil are cold or not. So beware, people. This is dangerous. If you make your error, if the stove are on, the probability of die it's too many higher. Beware if the stove are on too. Well, that's all.